Let's begin with homework exercise number 18 from section 6.2, part 1. We need to solve the following proportion. Okay, in solving proportions, we can use the fact that the cross products are equal, meaning the numerator of the first fraction times the denominator of the second fraction, in this case 18 times 4, is equal to the product of the denominator of the first fraction times the numerator of the second. X times 9 is just 9x. So this gives us a resulting equation which we can solve for x. 18 times 4, if we do that, is 72 equals 9x. Divide by 9 and get 72 divided by 9 is 8. And 9 divided by 9 cancels, and we get x equals 8, which is our correct answer. So again, the cross products are equal. Setting them equal to each other will give you an equation, and you can solve for x. All right, number 19. Again, another proportion we cross multiply, but now this time make sure you distribute. We have, well, okay, so we have x minus 3 over 20 equals 9 over 4. So the cross product of 20 times 9 is equal to the cross product of the 4 times the x minus 3. But when you do this, you have to distribute the 4. So 20 times 9 we know is 180. Distributing the 4 times x is 4x, minus, bring down the minus sign, 4 times 3 is 12. And then add 12 to both sides to get rid of the minus 12. So we get, adding 12 gives us 192 equals 4x. Divide by 4. So that we can't, the 4 over 4 reduces to 1, or 1x. And 192 divided by 4 goes in there 48 times. You can use your calculator if you want. So 192 divided by 4 is x equals 48. Okay? Problem number 20. Again, we have a proportion, so we can cross multiply, and we're going to have to distribute both times in this case, right? 4r plus r over 8 equals 2r minus 8 over 2. So again, the product of the denominator of the first fraction times the numerator of the second, 8 times 2r minus 8 equals the product of the numerator of the first times the denominator of the second, so 2 times 4r plus 4. Distributing on the 8 on the left side, we get 8 times 2r is 16r. Bring down the minus. 8 times 8 is 64. 2 times 4r is 8r, plus 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, we've got r's on both sides of the equation, so if we get rid of 8r on the right side, we would subtract 8r, so it cancels out. So then what we have is the 16r minus 8r, I'll write it over here, is 8r minus 64 is equal to 8. The 8r minus 8r canceled out 0. Now we want to get rid of the plus 64 because we want to solve for r here. Or the minus 64, we'll add 64 to both sides. Minus 64 plus 64 cancels out. 8r equals 72. 64 plus 8 is 72. Divide by 8 to get 1r, or just r, and 72 divided by 8 is equal to 9. So we get our answer, r equals 9. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at number 21. We're back to solving equations. What's going to happen in this equation is the x's are going to cancel on each side. Let's go ahead and I'll show you what happens. What I mean when we do 4x minus 7 equals 4 times x plus 8. Let's try that again. I don't know what happened there. 4x minus 7 equals 4 times, doing an 8 again, x plus 8. All right, copy down the left side. We have to distribute 4 on the right side, which would give us 4x plus 4 times 8 is 32. Now, on both sides there's a 4x, so to get rid of the 4x, either on the right side or the left side, we would subtract 4x from both sides. Now, here's something that never has happened before in the equations we've solved before previously. If x's cancel on the left side, and we get a negative 7, but the x's also cancel on the right side, because 4x minus 4x is 0, we get 32. Now, when the x's cancel on both sides of the equation, when you get rid of the x's completely, and you have one number equals a different number, you have negative 7 equals 32. You know that negative 7 is never equal to 32. So this is always false. You're never going to get a negative 7 equals 32. Or backwards, you're never going to get 4x minus 7 equals 4 times x plus 8. So that means here the solution set is nothing or the empty set. The 0 with the line through it means the empty set. So when the variable cancels and you get one number equals a different number, the answer is going to be the empty set. The solution is the line, a 0 with a line through it, indicating there's no solutions. So choice C is the correct answer. Now, let's look at problem number 22. Okay. On 22, we have 4 times 4x plus 3 equals 19x plus 8 minus 3x plus 4. Okay, distribute the 4 on the right side, on the left side, we get 16x plus 12. 4 times 4x is 16x. Bring down the plus. 4 times 3 is 12. On the left side, on the right side, we can combine like terms, right? 19x minus 3x is 16x. And 8 plus 4 is a positive 12. Now again, we have 16x on both sides of the equation. To get rid of the 16x on either the left or the right side, we'd subtract 16x. 16x minus 16x is 0. What remains on the left side is 12. 16x minus 16x, again on the right side is 0. What remains on the right side is 12. Notice, 12 is always equal to 12. That is always true. So if you backtrack, you can see right here, 16x plus 12 equals 16x plus 12. These two sides are identical. So no matter what we put in for x, the left side will always equal the right side, or it's always going to be true. So that means here the solution set is any real number. So when the variable cancels, you get the same number. It's all real numbers. When you get different numbers, it's empty set like we did in the previous problem. So the variable cancel, 12 equals 12. So we definitely get all real numbers. All right, let's look at homework exercise number 23. All right, we have 8 plus 4 times 4x minus 5 equals a negative 7 minus 4 times 4x minus 4. All right, distributing the 4 on the left side, right? You can't add. You first got to distribute, multiplication, order of operations. So we copy down the 8. 4 times 4x is 16x. Bring down the negative for subtraction. 4 times 5 is 20. Same thing on this side, right? You have to distribute the 4 before you subtract, so it's just negative 7 minus, and we're going to distribute the minus also so the signs will switch. So 4 times 4 with a negative will make it a negative 4x, and then a negative 4 times a negative 4 is negative 16, but the negative times a negative will switch signs and will make it to a positive 16. Okay, so what do we have on the left side? We can combine 8 minus 20. If you do it on your calculator, 8 minus 20 is a negative 12, right? Add the two terms together, or subtract them because they're unlike, and take the sign of the larger absolute value. Okay, and then on the right side, again, negative 7 plus 16. You do it on your calculator. 16 minus 7 is 9. So we get 9 minus 6x when we combine those terms. Okay, now on the left, now what we're going to do is we're going to add 16x to both sides. So we're going to add 16x here, and we're going to add 16x here, and we're going to get negative 12. Let's see, negative 12 plus 32x equals 9. Okay, so negative 12 plus 32x equals 9. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and solve for x. We're going to add 12 because we're subtracting 12. And we're going to get 32x equals 21. And divide both sides by 32 to reduce to just get 1x. So x equals 21 over 32. Nothing is common to those two. So that would be our simplified answer as a fraction. They want the answer as a fraction. So it'd simply be 21 over 32. Let's go ahead and put that in. So in this case, it is one answer. So we're back to the solution set. We pick A, and you simply put in the answer. In this case, they want a fraction, which was 21 over 32, and that is indeed the correct answer. We're going to stop this session here. If you have any questions, send me an email at tswierz@hodges.edu, TSWIERSZ, or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.